Okay, good evening, class. Okay, welcome to this time session. We are going to learn about Introduction to Information Resources. Introduction to Information Resources. And by the end of this lesson, we shall be able, by the end of this lesson, you should be able to define the terms associated to or related to information resources. And also, we have the difference between material resources, institutional resources, human resources. Those are the types of information resources. So, the first definition of terms is information. What is information? Any Yes, good. Information is an assemblage of recorded data in a comprehensive form, whether recorded on paper or in electronic materials, maybe print and non-print, and we shall come to learn about that when the lesson is during this lesson. We are going also to define the term resources. And resources, it is the available means of support from which an individual gains. It can be person or a material. These resources are a means of support in which an individual gains, be it a person or a material. Understood? Yes. The next term we are going to define is media. What is media? Okay, media basically means a medium in which a message is used or a means of communication. It's a medium in which a message is relayed unto another person through communication. It is therefore the linkage between the message and the recipient, referred to as information users or the consumers. The information users or the consumers are people who read the information or gain that information. So a medium is the one that facilitates the communication within the information users and the communication itself. Yes. The next thing we are going to discuss today is material resources. Material resources. This refers to a tangible sources of information. They are tangible sources of information. This tangible means those sources of information that you can touch or you can see. It includes print and non-print media. So as you all know that print medium is information in written form. Non-print is that information in a recorded form. So those are the material resources. So we now start, we've seen material resources and we said it incorporates print and non-print media. So we now get to know what a print media is. Any trial from the class? Good, that's a very nice try and it's very true. Print media, this is information in written form, be it in a book, in a magazine, in a journal, in a dictionary, maybe encyclopedias. All those written materials are what we call print media. And on the other hand, what is non-print media now that you know what is print media? Yeah, very good. Now that we know what a print media is, and we've said it's an information in written form, and so non-print media is the opposite of the print media. So the information in non-print media is in recorded form. Sound, maybe be it sounds or images. I hope you've all seen the films, you've watched a video. All those are non-print media. The information in non-print media are stored in films, magnetic tapes, drama form discs, slides. It is there, you guys know that. Yeah, and it's very easy to know. So the next thing we are going to do is the types of information resources. And we have the first type of information resources is the institution resources. And these institution resources they are available aids that assist information dissemination through provision of certain functions or services. These are the types that the available aids that assist information dissemination through provision of certain functions. When we say this, we mean that the institution resources, they are what they give accommodation to the information materials. And when I say they give you accommodation to information materials, you all know those houses that the material resources are being conserved, produced, organized, and being disseminated from there. The first, who can give you an example of institution resource now that you know the definition of it? Yeah, good. The first one is libraries, and we've all been to a library, publishing firms, documentation centers, record centers. We have archives and the media centers. Those are the information resources. The next type of information resources is human resource. Now that you've known what an institution resource is, it is easier for you guys to know what a human resource is, simply because in those information resources, we have those personnel that are working in those information centers that we've mentioned. So anybody who works in a library is called a any child? Yes, those people, those are human examples of human resources. They work, those are librarians. We have the archivists who work in the archives, documentalists, those guys who work in documentation centers. You all know those guys who work in, for example, in media centers. Those are the human resources. It also includes the health officers and information brokers. All those are human resources. And then, yeah, we've come to an end of our lesson today. So, class, what have we learned today? Kindly, let's remind ourselves. Yeah, good. That's a very nice trial. What else? Yeah, good. So before you go home for your weekend, let me give you an assignment. So the assignment, can you note down, please? It is because it all entails about giving the difference. You give the difference and explain the difference between human resource and institutional resources. Yeah, the assignment is due on Monday. The class rep will collect and send it to me. So have a nice weekend. Till next week, we meet. You're welcome.